So let's say you have a doctor that's like, okay, my culture stinks. I have some systems, but my culture's getting just eating it up, and so I want to fix that, and I'm willing to get some help. What are some key KPIs that they need to fundamentally start with to really build that up?
Well, KPIs, I mean, they're an amazing metric. That's awesome, but I think that it has to come even beforehand.
Okay,
Does
yeah,
the
walk me through
provider
that then. So let's walk through that. So what are the things that need to happen right now, right? As I'm just realizing, oh, that's why none of my systems work no matter which one I put in is my culture is not great. So
Mhm.
what's the steps that they need to begin to work through, and then we'll deal with the KPI question later.
Yeah. So first they need to have that they need to do an assessment. They need to have a real honest conversation with themselves of where they're at. One thing I want to note here is that the achievements that you have as the providers have made, I'm not disregarding that in any way or saying that that shouldn't be acknowledged. That's not at all what's happening. It's just that that state and that mindfulness of I'm great because I've done X, Y, and Z is what's causing the silos because you're not allowing anybody else to be at the same level with you. So there's no collaboration, there's no we-ness, no groupness. So the very first place is to start with that self-awareness, and then the next step to take is really building that relationship. So if you're in I'm great but you're not, so you're in that stage 3, your next thing you want to take on is building the relationships, because your behavior is going to start changing with this too. And so one of the things I suggest is taking on a project that you alone cannot achieve, or the office manager alone cannot achieve, or the team cannot achieve. So bringing in a project that calls in the entire team to work together on is a really great next step to take. So I'm sorry, Gary. My
No,
goodness,
you're good. You're totally fine.
freaking off. Anyway, so we really want to be able to dismantle the silos and start bringing together the team on this collaborative front. And so doing a project is a really great way to get started with that. And then the next one is to start pointing people to other people for direction. So if the team is constantly coming to the office manager or constantly coming to the provider and saying, I'm having this problem, I'm having this problem, and the office manager or the provider are constantly fixing it. So this is where we're getting into the day-to-day fires. You stay in that mindset of I'm great because you're still fixing it. Instead, what you need to do is start developing the relationships between the ones that are having the problem. So if the back office is complaining about how the front office is scheduling, well, everybody wants the same outcome. Everybody wants to have a successful practice and have a great patient experience, et cetera, et cetera. You need to point them back to each other.